Many students jump straight into finding the area and get stuck halfway through. The truth is, finding the area bounded by a curve and the axis or a line isn't difficult once you know the key skills involved. Hello everyone, welcome back to Olsen Cafe. In this video, we will learn those skills one at a time, practice them with examples, and then use them to find the area of this shaded region. Let's get started. Let us start with the basic. The diagram on the left gives us the area bounded by the curve and the x-axis. And this gives us the definite integral of function f(x), alright, from a to b. And do take note that because it is x-axis, so therefore we will have to integrate the function with respect to x. Now let's take a look at the diagram on the right. So in this case, the area bounded by the curve and the y-axis is given by this definite integral. So similarly, since it is bounded by the y-axis, therefore when we integrate, we will have to integrate with respect to y. So over here for this diagram, right, let's understand what it means. So you notice that the shaded area here, it is actually below the x-axis. And for such case, right, you would have noticed that when you find the definite integral, you will have a negative value. But because this is area, and hence area, we can't have a negative value, right? So therefore, what we do need to do is, for such case, when we want to find the area, we do need to add the absolute sign. So with this, we will be able to change all negative value back to positive. In this next example, you will notice that the area bounded by the curve is on the left-hand side of the y-axis. So again, in this case, the value of the definite integral will be negative. So to find area, what we need to do is, again, we need to add the absolute sign. This will change all negative value into positive. Now that we have the basic understanding, let's go through some guiding questions that will help us find the area. The very first thing that we need to ask ourselves is to identify the axis. That is, ask whether if it is bounded by the x-axis or is it bounded by the y-axis. If it is x-axis, then is it above the x-axis or is it below the x-axis? Now, if it is above, we all know it's easy, it is just positive. But if it is below, you will notice that the value will be negative, right? So therefore, we will need to add in the absolute sign. Now, if it is bounded by the y-axis, so again, we're going to go through the next layer. Is it on the right-hand side of the y-axis or is it on the left-hand side of the y-axis? So again, if it is on the right, the value will be positive. If it is on the left, the value will be negative and absolute sign will be required. Now, if this first step is done, we will need to go through the next stage, that is to identify the region, which I will be going through with you in the next slide. Yeah, once we have identified the region, the next one will be we will need to identify the shapes. So these slides here will be very important. These guiding questions are very key skills that you will need to master. So here is the first example that we are going to practice the guiding questions that I went through with all of you earlier on. Over here, we do have a diagram. And in this case, we do see the area is bounded by the curve and the line. Now, what is the first question here? We need to identify the axis. Is it x-axis or is it the y-axis? So it is quite clear that the area is bounded above the x-axis. So I do have the first guiding question done. It is x-axis and it is above the x-axis. Now what we do need to take note is to identify the region. Now let's go through this basic. If I am going to write down this definite integral, area under the graph, that is from 1 to 5, and this function f(x) here, what is the region that it is actually represented by this definite integral? So you think carefully, is it only this shaded region, or is it the entire region that is below the curve that is bounded by the x-axis? So the answer here is actually the entire region over here under the graph. Now, but what we asked to find is this shaded region. So how do I find this region here? So here is the third question, that is identify the shapes. What is the shapes over here that we are talking about? It is actually a rectangle. Can you see the rectangle below the line y equals to 6? So therefore, in this case, for us to find the shaded area, what we do need to find is the definite integral from 1 to 5 fx minus of area of the rectangle, which is 4 times 6. Is the next example that we are going to practice the guiding questions. So here in this diagram, we do notice that the shaded area, it is actually bounded by the y-axis. So my first question is done, all right? It is bounded by the y-axis and it is on the left-hand side of the y-axis. So therefore, with this, we will be able to write down the definite integral. Do take note that over here there is an absolute sign because the area is on the left hand side of the y-axis. Now let's go through the second question. Right, the second thing will be, are we able to identify the region? So exactly what area does this represent? So again, when we write down the integral from 1 to 5, all right, are we referring only to this shaded area, or it is the entire area that is bounded by the curve and the y-axis? So it is here, isn't it? So therefore, once with this region, I will need to ask the third question, that is identify the shapes. So over here again, we do see that there is a rectangle over here. So therefore, to find the shaded area, in this case, I would need to find the definite integral and then minus of the area of the rectangle in this case, which is 7 times 4. So this will give us the answer. So over here on these slides, I have given you 4 different diagrams to practice the guiding questions. You may want to take a screenshot of this diagram, all right, and then practice on your own. In view of time, I will be only able to go through one question with you. We have now built all the skills needed to tackle this question. The only thing left is to put them together. Now, using the guiding questions we have established earlier on, let us work through the problem and find the area of the shaded region. Now, the very first question is to identify the x-axis. Whether is it bounded by the x-axis or is it bounded by the y-axis? I think it is quite clear it is bounded by the y-axis. And over here, we can also see that the area is on the right-hand side of the y-axis. So therefore, using this, for us to form the definite integral, right, it is easy. It is integrate from 6 to 18, and then the function, all right, with respect to y, and then because we need to integrate with respect to y, which is dy. So do take note, because the function here that we need, it has to be written in terms of y. So if you take a look at the equations over here, right, it is written in terms of x. So I do need to make x the subject. So by doing so, I will be able to derive 4 bracket y minus 2 to the power of negative half. So do take note of this. Try it out and see whether if you are able to get this expression. So now that we are able to write down the region, all right, the definite integral. So let's look at where is the region here, all right, which is step number 2. So the region here is actually referring to the area bounded by the curve and the y-axis, so which is the white region over here. Yeah, so but what we want is to find this shaded area, isn't it? So what we do see is this shaded area, it is actually involve another shapes. So here goes to our step 3. What is this shapes? The shapes here is a rectangle. So therefore, for me to find the shaded area, I do need to use area of the rectangle minus of the definite integral that we have worked it out. So to do this, all right, let us integrate. So when I integrate this, I should be able to derive y bracket y minus 2, 8 bracket y minus 2 to the power of half. And I have the upper bound, which is 18, and the lower bound, that is 6. I'm going to substitute all in. All right, I should be able to derive the final answer as 8 unit square. So, and you notice this is, the answer here wasn't actually difficult at all. All right, so that is how we find the area bounded by the curve and the axis and the line in this case. Now, notice the final answer is not the difficult part. All right, the key, it is actually knowing the sequence of the steps. So this guiding questions here is really very important. All right, so by applying the right skills at the right time, all right, you will be able to, all right, find the answers easily. So the important takeaway isn't just the answer, it is actually the process. So once you have mastered the key skills and know what question to ask, these problems become much more manageable. Hope you found this video useful. Do give it a like and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.